What's up, everyone? Yes, I have been checking my Twitter DMs. I've been reading everything, taking you guys' suggestions, and I've started to come across a whole bunch of DMs talking about improving your aim. And this is a tricky subject because I like to keep my tutorials open to both inputs so you guys can learn both on keyboard and controller. So I've been trying to figure out a way to help both parties because everyone knows the whole aim assist situation, and I didn't want to give you guys something I did on controller that doesn't apply to keyboard players. But yes, I've thought about it, and there's some ways that you can make your aim better without Kovacs or without the aim training creative maps. And I'm about to give you guys some really good tips to help you guys hit more 200 pumps or just consistent body shots in general. But first, I'm about to hit 200k. And I just want to thank you guys for hitting the sub button recently. And if you haven't subbed yet and you've been watching my videos, please help me get to 200k because I really put 100% into all of my videos, and I upload and stream really frequently, so you'll never get bored just going through my channel. Alright, now that you've subbed, the first thing I want to talk about for better aim is patience. Patience is key to everything aiming. When going for big headshots, you should never ever rush and shoot. It's better to wait and line up a headshot because pumps are the most deadly close range gun in the game. And if you take your time with your shots, you'll hit a hard body shot or a headshot and you can just finish your kill with an AR really quickly. If you're not patient, you will probably miss. And if you don't ADS, you won't hit all the shotgun spread. It'll be bad, and regardless if your opponent has an SMG or not, he'll probably just out damage you, and usually you won't have enough time to shoot another pump before you die. One thing to really help with lining up headshots is an aim duel map where you and your opponent only use pumps. You'll learn to be more patient and line up headshots while trying to dodge your opponent's shots. Also, a quick tip for controller players is that you can learn your aim assist slowdown for muscle memory. Whatever sense you play on Fortnite, either fast or slow, there is a slowdown for aim assist, and it is the same sensitivity. All you have to do is practice with your friends, and your muscle memory builds up on how much you should adjust your flicks or headshots, and you'll slowly start seeing better aim. Like always, I'll leave the aim duel map in the description. Another thing I want to talk about is crosshair placement. I've talked about this before, and I think I can give a more detailed explanation finally. Good crosshair placement is basically when you finish building or editing with your crosshair closest to your opponent for better control. For example, if I go to edit a wall on somebody for a quick shot, I want to edit and finish editing with the easiest edit path for me to get a headshot. I could either edit the wall this way with bad crosshair placement and then I'll have to drag my crosshair all the way to his head for a sloppy shot, or I can edit it the right way with good crosshair placement and get my crosshair the closest to my opponent's head for an easier headshot. This is something most controller players who don't play claw or have paddles have issues with because when they finish editing and they have to drag back for a sloppy shot, they don't have optimized binds and it's really hard to hit fast edits and hit hard shots. There is a way to practice this. I would just say edit a wall a whole bunch of different times, doing different edits for like 3 minutes. Just editing and trying to finish the edits with your crosshair towards the middle of the wall for fluidity. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is positioning. This one is really simple and it's more about IQ and remembering your positioning than actual aiming. If you position yourself correctly, shots become way easier to hit. What I mean by this is to basically always position yourself to take a right hand peek. I definitely talked about this before, but it's a simple but really important concept. Fortnite favors the right hand peek so much, and if you always position yourself to the left side of your opponent, it makes it harder for him to hit you and easier for you to hit him. I'll show an example real quick. Basically, if you place a wall and you and your friend both stand on the left side of each end, both of you will have a right hand peek. And if your friend doesn't move, he'll have a left hand peek. Obviously, you with the right hand peek can see way more of your friend and he'll barely be able to see you with the left hand peek. but you guys probably already knew that. This strat though applies to everything: box fighting, build fighting, or just like inside buildings off spawn and stuff. It's always something to think about in game. Just never walk into a left hand peek, and you can always outposition your opponent. Walking into a left hand peek always affects your aim, so just remember, positioning is everything. Alright guys, there's a lot to learn, maybe not as much to practice, but you can still apply this to your game and become a way better player. If you guys want to hit me with something to learn on Twitter, it's my most active platform and I try to read everything on there, so make sure to go drop me a follow and DM me with some suggestions. Also, I stream on Twitch a lot now. I'm getting sub badges made right now, so go follow me if you want to be an OG supporter. I'll be live on there sometimes after my YouTube stream. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description too. But that's pretty much all for today's video. If I helped you at all, please subscribe, go look at some of my other videos, and use my code SLIGHT2K in the item shop to support me. Alright guys, until next time, peace.